This outfit doesn't want my business. I'm going to tell you why.
So far in my videos, you haven't seen too much about motorcycles. It's been winter, but as the days get longer and the migrating birds return, it is once again time to dust off the bikes, top up the tire pressure, and freshen some stale fuel. And this brings me to my new adventure bike and the story behind it. So first, some background. I've never been and never will be a dirt bike rider, but the idea of a slightly off-road capable bike appeals to me. That's because here in the Black Hills we have lots of unpaved roads which are not too difficult to ride, and having a bike that can handle some gravel and dirt now and then opens up a lot of riding that can't be done on a street machine. So with that in mind, I started shopping for an off-pavement bike sometime back in February. First by doing lots of research online, then watching a lot of YouTube reviews. Eventually I got the idea that I wanted one of those new school lightweight dual-purpose baby adventure bikes. After some more research, I narrowed the field to 5 bikes which seemed to fit my criteria. 1. Had to be off-road capable. 2. Lightweight. 3. Low seat. 4. Enough power for highway speeds. And 5. Decent reliability. And a 6th too. It had to be within my price range. So here's what I came up with. Coming in at number 5 was the Suzuki V-Storm 650. It hit the bill on 4 points. Off-road riding, big time. Power, the most powerful of the bunch. Reliability, and the seat height under 33 inches. However, at 466 pounds, it's on the porky side, and the price was a bit beyond my budget. On the other hand, I've had and liked Suzuki's before, and I believe their stuff is well made and reliable, so it was worth a look. Coming in at number 4 was the Honda CRF 250L, which hit the mark 4 times with off-road credibility, weight, price, and reliability. But the seat height of 34.5 inches and the small 250cc engine turned out to be deal breakers. Up next was the Kawasaki Versa X300, which ticked almost every box. A reasonable 32.1-inch seat height, enough power, lots of off-road cred, and a nearly unbeatable price. By any rational measure, this should have been number 1, but somehow the personal chemistry just didn't click. Coming in second was the BMW G310 GS, which ticked every box, save for the fact that the price was a tad over budget. More on that later. So what was number 1 on my list? I think before we step into number 1, you need to be prepared a little bit, so watch this clip for a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Francois speaking. Brace, brace, brace.
The Royal Enfield Himalayan. Okay, I'll give you a moment to cringe. When I talked to friends about it, the reactions ranged from, "Are you kidding?" to, "Well, it's your money," and a few more that are unrepeatable. Yet, with the possible exception of reliability, the Himalayan hit every box. Off-road? Well, yes. On-road in India is about like off-road here. They ought to know that one. 31.5-inch seat height. Best in the lot. Right on. 421 pounds. Yeah, it's a tad heavy, but manageable. A 400cc thumper. Okay. But a price under $4,500? That's $900 cheaper than the next nearest rival. It had to be on the list. So there you have it. Suzuki and Honda out. Kawasaki, Beamer, Royal Enfield in. Well, not quite. Here's where the story gets interesting. Off I go to Outdoor Motorsports and Spearfish, ready to plunk down a deposit for a black bike they expected in April. They needed to do almost nothing to make the sale. My mind was made up. I'm in their store. I'm ready to go. What could possibly go wrong? I get treated like dog poop on a tennis court. First off, nobody will talk to me for the first 10 minutes I'm in there. When I finally get to talk to a salesman, I tell him what I want, that I'll take one just as soon as it comes in, but I have a few questions. Unfortunately, he doesn't know the answers. So I give him my name, a phone contact, email, and he promises to get back to me. Then I wait, and wait, and wait, and wait some more. Nothing, not even an email. I send emails to him, making sure he's got my email right. Nope, nothing, nada. So what am I supposed to think? Is it that for some reason the guy didn't think I was a worthy customer? Perhaps he looked at me and said to himself, this old guy's never going to buy an adventure bike. Since then, I've talked to some other riders in my age group, and according to them, my experience isn't unique. Several said the problem is that older riders just get stereotyped, maybe as Harley or Goldwing riders. Who knows? Sometimes older riders simply aren't taken seriously by the 20-something crotch rocketeers who work in these stores. Never mind the fact that some senior riders have more days on a bike saddle than these twerps have in life. Regardless, the message seemed to be, go away, and I did. So, to make a long story short, I'm now the proud owner of a brand new BMW G310 GS. I'm thinking maybe I should thank that guy in Spearfish. No, that's not going to happen. If I had anything to say to the guys at Outdoor Motorsports and Spearfish, it would be, damn bikes where the sun don't shine. Are you watching, Royal Enfield? In another video, I'll take the GS out on some of our trails and show you what's there. So, with that in mind, I'll sign off. But I'd like to know your experience. If you're an older rider, have you run across anything like this? Or is it just the people I know? Or is it just me? Do I look disreputable? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.